Hello everyone and welcome to Yosi Kingdom. My name is Toyosi and in this kingdom I talk about important everyday stuff in a fun, exciting and enlightening way. And today I'm going to be speaking specifically to our amazing, awesome gentleman, talking about the man you want to be. And of course, ladies, you need to get in here because this is also the man that you want in your life, either as your spouse, as your friend, as your business partner, as your family member, and any man that you want in your circle. So grab your popcorn and of course your pen and paper and let's get started. The first quality of the man you want to be is a principled man. Now, as the name implies, he's a man who's got principles. He's got great values and he holds them very dear to his heart. He doesn't compromise on them. And what are these values? He's a man of great ethics. He's a man of integrity. When he says something, he does it. This is a man who is just and fair in his dealings with people. He loves people and he treats them with love and with goodness and kindness and with gentleness in his approach to talking to people and relating with people. He's a man who is patient. He's a man who is peaceful. This is also a man who is faithful in anything that he tells you that he's going to do. He's always faithful in his commitments. He's faithful in everything that he does. This is a man that if he has a relationship, of course, he's going to be faithful to his partner. If he has a business deal, he's going to be faithful to that business deal. This is a man who has self-control. He controls the way he acts and nobody can, force him to do anything that he doesn't want to do. He has a good control of himself and this is a very amazing man. He's a principled man, hence the name. So that is the man that you definitely want to be. And the second quality of the man you want to be is a wise man. This is the man that is wise in every sense of the word. Now, when I'm talking about wisdom, it's not just being sharp. This is the kind of man that is wise in whatever he does in terms of his work and in terms of everything that he lays his hands on, and he's also wise in his relation with people. He's wise in how he talks to people. He's wise in his emotional intelligence and as well as his IQ. So when people are dealing with people, some people are really smart when it comes to academics or with work and things like that. When it comes to their relationship with people, they are not necessarily so wise. But this man has a good balance of the two. He's very wise in the whole sense of the word, and he knows that he doesn't have all of the wisdom of this world. So he knows that he can tap that wisdom to a greater source, which is God. And he knows that he can lean on God to guide him because God is the maker of the universe. And so he's able to give him better guidance. And that is a wise man. And this is a man that is also wise in his counsel. Whenever he talks to you with so much wisdom. He talks to you with so much understanding. He knows how to give you advice in gentleness, in kindness, in love, and all of that. And that's why he has a very great balance of wisdom in all areas of his life. Now, the third quality of the man you want to be is a knight. This man is a trusted and loyal person. He's someone that you can entrust anything into his care. He's not a blabbermouth. He's not someone that you tell something that is important to you and he'll go about telling other people. Now, that's not that kind of man. This knight is someone that you can entrust very important and delicate stuff into his hands, knowing that he will treat it like his own. When you have a business deal with this kind of man, he's a man that will treat that business like as if it is his own. If you have him as your staff, he's definitely going to work like as if that business is his. This is a man that is loyal. If he's your friend, he's going to be loyal to you. He's going to be loyal to his commitments to you. He's going to be very committed to you in all sense of the word. And that's why he is a knight. And that's the man that you definitely want to be. Now, the fourth quality of the man you want to be is a manager. Now, this is a man that knows how to manage things. He's very organized. And you see that in every sense of his life. When you come to his home, you see the way his home is. He's very organized. He puts things in place. He's not someone that is scattered. And when it comes to even his life, he knows how to organize his life. He knows how to plan his day. He knows how to make maximum use of his time. He doesn't just swing things as it comes. He knows how to make sure that he maximizes every second of every day perfectly. He knows that he needs to plan not just for now but even for later. So he's a very great manager and is someone that you can give resources to his hands to also manage because he also treats it that way. So he's organized in his personal life and in the things that he does, and that's why he is a manager and you want to be that man. And the fifth quality of the man that you want to be is an achiever. Now, this man, because he is so organized, because he is a manager, he's also able to achieve great things, because when he organizes his life and when he plans his life well, he also executes. There are certain people who know how to plan, they know how to make plans, you know, 2 weeks projection, 5 years projection, 10 years projection, and do all sort of plans that are amazing. But when it comes to executing them, they are nowhere to be found. They don't know how to push through to the very end. But this man is an achiever. When he sets his goal, he sets out to achieve it, and he doesn't just give up. He sets out to do everything that is right and just in order to achieve that goal, and he makes sure that he does it. He works so diligently in everything that he lays his hands on to ensure that he achieves everything that he set out to achieve. He is productive, he is efficient, he's a multiplier. Whatever he has, he multiplies. If you give him a little thing, he makes more out of it. And that is the kind of man that you want to be. A man who is an achiever, a man who sets out to do greater things even with the little thing that he's handed with. He's not someone that you say, oh, this is what I have to give you, and you just complain and say, oh, that's not enough. But even with the little thing that is entrusted in him, he multiplies it and makes it better, because he's an achiever. He makes the best out of even the worst situation, and that is the man that you definitely would want to be. Now, the sixth quality of the man you want to be is a protector. Now, this is a man who is a protector in every sense of the word. He sets out to protect himself and everything that is dear to him. Now, when it comes to protection, it's not only about physical protection, being a shield and being a macho man. No. This is a man that, although yes, he does that, he tries to protect his family, he tries to protect his loved ones, he tries to protect and keep everyone safe, but also even in terms of things that are ahead of him. So he thinks in the future. He's a futuristic man. He thinks ahead to see how he can secure his family in terms of even their finances. So he makes wise investments. He makes wise decisions. He sets out plans and he sets out things to ensure that his family is secure in the long run. So he doesn't just think of now and that's it. You know, there are some men who would make money. Yes, they are achievers. Yes, they get great things and they make a lot of money, but they squander it all. They like to live that flashy and large life. So whenever they make money, they want you to know that they have made money. So they will spend all that money on the nicest designer things. They want to spend that money to show off. They want to get a house that is way above their means. They want to get a car that is way above their means. They want to show you that they are the big boys in town. And at the end of the day, after a couple of periods, everything just is gone and they're back to square one. And of course, they're trying to keep up with that. So even though they are still living and they are showing you all of that lavish lifestyle, but inside there is a lot of turmoil with them, because they're just trying to get the next deal and to show up. So they never really have a security for their family. That's why their wives will always be panicking, because they're always scared of what's going to happen. Because if any major thing happens in their life like this, everything is gone and the family is not secure. But this man who is a protector knows that he has to protect his children. He has to think even from the beginning, before he is even married. He's already thinking about the kind of school he wants his children to go. He's already thinking about where he wants them to go to in their university, in their college. He's already thinking of the kind of exposure that he wants to have for them. And he's already saving up for that. He's already making wise investments in line with that. He already foresees things ahead. So he doesn't just plan when it comes. And this kind of man, he doesn't just spend things anyhow. Yes, he knows how to treat his people well and give them nice gifts and take them out and give beautiful experiences and vacations and all of that. But he knows that he will not do that to compromise the security of his family and of himself. So he makes sure that ultimately he secures his family. He makes sure that he makes wise decisions and wise investments so that he can secure his family in financially and also protecting them wherever they stay. So for example, when it comes to where he's going to raise his family, he would ensure that he places them in an environment that is safe and secure, not jeopardize their safety because of saving a little bucks. So he would push himself a little further just to ensure that his family is staying in an environment that is safe to the maximum of of his capacity, to the maximum of his purse. So he will make sure that he does the best by them in terms of the security and will not compromise their safety. He will look out for the people he invites into his circle and the people that his family rolls with to ensure that they are not compromised in any way, because sometimes when people are hurt, they are really hurt by the people that are closest to them. So he is very security conscious and he's a very good protector in every sense of the word. Now, the seventh quality of the man you want to be is a pillar. Now, this is a man that is a support system. This is a man that likes to help people. He reaches out to people to help them, and doesn't just help people just like that. He also tries to set people up so that it doesn't just give them fish, but he also teaches them how to fish so that they can sustain themselves. It's a very big support. Like a pillar, he keeps things in place, he keeps things up, it makes people to stand better and stronger, and he makes the best out of people. So he's a very good support, he's a very good help, he's a very good person that you want in your circle to always, push for you and always encourage you. If you have him as your friend, whenever you are doing things, he's there to ensure that he encourages you and he supports you in every sense of the word. So for example, if he's your friend and you have a business set up, he's not one that will just leave there and not even help you. He will try to connect you with possible clients whenever he can. If he has friends that need your service, he would invite you to help them. He would always connect you. He always try to help you in your business. He would always try to help you in whatever you are laying your hands to do. This is a very good person that you want in your circle, because he will not just leave you high and dry and let you figure things out only by yourself, but he will always be there to be a sort of support to help you to go bigger and higher in everything that you want to be. And that is the man that you want to be, because when you are a support system to others, they would also be a support system to you, and it's an ecosystem. If you have a lot of people who are support systems around you, then you too will also get that ecosystem of support back at you, and that will make your life a whole lot better. The eighth quality of the man you want to be is a king. Now, this is a ruler, he's a leader. He's not a boss that likes to force people to listen to whatever he says and force them to do whatever he does. No, but people want to even follow his leadership because they have seen him to be a wise person. They have seen him to be a good person. They have seen him to make wise decisions. They have seen him to be very loyal and faithful in whatever he does. So they are able to trust whatever decision and input that he gives. And so he sits in important places because he sits where it matters. He makes wise decisions. He acts as a king to, take care of those that are around him, to take care of people that are under him. He doesn't treat people badly. Even to his domestic workers, he treats them with care, he treats them with respect, he treats them with honor. He is a king because he makes wise calls, he makes wise decisions, even those tough decisions that he needs to make. He knows how to make good and smart decisions, and he's not scared to ask for others' opinions. He's not scared to ask for people to give their own perspective to things. He's there to also listen to people and to collaborate with people in making smart and sensible decisions, because he knows he's not the custodian of knowledge. So he's a very good leader, and he's a very good person that you want to follow through. For example, their wives will love this kind of man because it's very easy to submit to his leadership, because they know that he makes smart and sensible decisions, and that is the kind of man that you want to be. The ninth quality of the man you want to be is a man that knows the importance of marrying rightly, because he knows that if he makes a mistake in the decision on who he's going to marry, it's going to affect a lot of things in his life. He knows the importance of a partner that is going to be a support system, a partner that is going to work hand in hand with him to achieve all the things that he has set to achieve, and to also work hand in hand with her to achieve all she wants to achieve. So if he marries somebody that is wrong for him, the person is going to pull him down, the person is going to make him not to be able to reach the height that he wants to attain for himself. So because he knows that importance, he's able to make a wise decision on who he marries. The person he marries is someone who has the same values as him, who has the same ethics as him, who is a go-getter as he is, who is an achiever, a person who is at par with him in every sense of the word, where they can work together, they can agree together to achieve great things. And that is the kind of person that he wants. And of course, he knows the importance of subjecting that decision not just to himself but also to God, to lead him and to show him the right partner for his life. And of course, the 10th quality of the man you want to be is a lover. This is the man that loves his wife and loves his children and loves people. Now, very importantly, being a lover is specifically to his wife. Now, this is the kind of man that knows the importance of showing his emotion. He's not somebody that would feel like it is a bad thing for him to show his vulnerability, to show his love, to show his emotions. He doesn't do that. He is very vulnerable and open and very caring and, undone in presence of his wife. He knows how to love her. He knows how to care for her. He knows how to cherish her. He knows how to treat her rightly, and he knows how to demonstrate his love. He's not someone that will say, but I know that you're supposed to know that I love you, but he goes out of his way to ensure that she sees by his actions. So his love is backed up by action and not just by thoughts or not just by words alone. So he's a man who knows how to love, and not just his wife alone, but also his children. He knows how to show them love. He knows how to shower them with love. He knows how to encourage them. He knows how to care for them, to support them, to encourage them, to be a good support and a good love and a good person for them. So he's a lover with this in every sense of the word, for his wife, for his children, and of course generally to the world. He loves people and he cares for people. And the 11th quality of the man you want to be is a mentor, because this is a man that people look up to and they see him as a worthy mentor, because he has all the attributes and qualities that we mentioned earlier: being wise, being an achiever, being a protector, being a forward thinker, being someone that is loyal and faithful. And they've seen that it pays, because he doesn't just say those things, he actually does them. And his children also look up to him as a worthy mentor, because they have been able to learn a lot of their ethics and values from him, and they have seen the effect and the importance of following through them, because it gives its reward. So they look up to him and they honor him, and he's honored by his family, he's honored by his friends, he's honored by his colleagues, he's honored by his business associates, he's honored by anyone who comes in contact with him, because they know him as somebody who has all these great qualities, and they admire everything about him because of who he is. And of course, the 12th quality of the man you want to be is a godly man. This is a man that knows God, that fears God, that respects God, that honors God, and he allows God to be his leader. He allows God to guide him, because he knows that it is wise to subject himself and to submit himself to the leadership of God, knowing that God is the all-knowing, all-seeing God. He's the one who made the heavens and the earth, and of course, he's the best person to help him make the right decisions. So he's able to smartly and wisely submit himself to the leadership of God. And he's someone who respects God and holds on to the values and ethics and principles of God. And if you notice, as mentioned earlier, all of these attributes, all of these qualities that's mentioned is found in the gospel, is found in the Bible, where you see this is what God holds man up to. This is what God requires of man: to be faithful, to be loyal, to be wise. He wants man to be an achiever. He wants man to be great. He wants man to dominate the earth. He wants man to rule. He wants man to be the best that he can be. He wants man to succeed in all areas of his life. And this man knows that, and he knows that it is best for him to submit himself to the tutelage and principles and guidance of God, as found in the manual called the Bible. So this is a godly man, and he leads his family also in that direction. And those who submit themselves into his mentorship also find that truth and also find that peace, and of course they make it great in their lives. So this is the man that you want to be. And ladies, this is also the man that you want as your spouse. This is the kind of man that you want as your business associate. This is the kind of man that you want to work with. This is the kind of man that you want as your friend. This is the kind of man that you want your brother to be, and your father to be, and every man that is important to you to be. So share this video with every man that you know, and make sure that they watch it, and also that they pass it on to other men. Because when you have an ecosystem of men who hold these principles, who hold these values, who hold these qualities, then it also creates an ecosystem of quality around you, which will also impact your life positively. And of course, for the women, I've also released a video earlier about the quality of the woman that you want to be. So you can also click that and watch that as well, because you will definitely benefit from it greatly. Because as you have a quality man by your side, you also want to be a quality woman. So definitely check out that video, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.